Hi guys, it's Nina from VR Focus. We are here in a lovely apartment in LA here at E3, and we're here with
Tom Beardsmore, CEO of Coatsink.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you're showcasing here at E3 and what the game's all about?
Sure, so primarily we're showcasing Augmented Empire, which is a turn-based tactical RPG for Gear VR.
And what is the story? What are you doing? What's the objective?
Sure. So it's a team-based, isometric sort of RPG along the lines of something like XCOM, Divinity, but with our own twist. It's a first for us, not just in VR, but we're designing this game purely for VR. So it kind of blends traditional top-down isometric RPG perspective with also first-person elements for storytelling purposes.
So how come you guys decided to do VR and why this game?
Well, we love VR. We've been in the game since the beginning, really 2013 with Oculus. We wanted to make an RPG. We were given the opportunity by Oculus Studios for Gear VR, so we designed something specifically for that platform, maximizing the potential of the platform.
Who do you play? What is the story? What are you trying to find out?
So you start the game as a lady called Ashley. You are in a city called New Savannah, which is set between the UK and America on an island. It's an alternate modern time where augments have been discovered early in man's history and have come to fruition subsequently and are now all like entwined within an entire illegal enterprise that is consuming a city. It's based on a sort of caste system where humans, the populace, are graded based on their value to society. So the less valuable you are, the more you live in the slums, the more valuable you're seen, the higher you're up. Kind of like that episode of Black Mirror. I don't know if you watch Black Mirror, but it's very much kind of a grading of people. The game is all about taking a girl through that system, exploring it, and subsequently tearing it down with the help of other friends, party members that you'll meet along the way. You can meet several characters, and you can subsequently choose to use them on each mission. Each mission is somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes long, which makes for a comfortable playtime on VR, but people can play longer if they wish.
Okay, so I have played XCOM and I really like the tactical system. Is it very similar in the way that you've designed the gameplay?
Yes, yeah, very, very much so, but with a lot of unique twists that just work for VR. So we've got this system called the WAM-bar, which is like a reaction-based trigger system, which sort of does away with that whole roll of the dice from XCOM. So you still have that percentage-based system, but you can maximize or minimize your chances simply with a tap. So you'll get a bar pop up when you're taking a shot. The chance that you have of hitting and the chance you have of crit or the chance you have of dodging is all shown in that bar, and you have to tap or click or use the gamepad in time with that one bar to make the most of your play.
So I'm watching my soldiers or my characters on the field. Am I able to like zoom in and look at it, and would that change the perspective or the chances of hitting a target?
So because it's Gear VR, it's just 3 degrees of freedom, so you can't move in and out. That might come in a future version of the game, but it is maximizing that perspective. It's like looking down almost at a toy. We've spent a lot of time on the art, so we've tried to make it look as beautiful as possible. And then it blends that with the first-person mode, which is perhaps more traditional, like our previous game, Esper, bringing those two together and how you can interact with both the first-person world and the augmented reality diorama, and how those kind of mix between, between each mission, you'll go back to the first-person perspective. The augmented reality diorama will drop down, and then you'll be interacting with characters in first-person. And you'll see the results of your missions and your successes and failures throughout the game reflected on that first-person world around you.
Regards to my success rate, is that going to change the storyline whatsoever?
Yeah, there is 3 endings to the game, but they are more decided by your choices in dialogue trees and how you interact with your team.
What other platforms is this coming to besides the Samsung Gear?
At the moment, just the Samsung Gear. I would guess more in the future.
And are you working on any other VR games right now?
Yes, we have 2 or 3 more in development at the moment. We just released a short experience called A Night Sky, which is meant to make the most of the new Gear VR controller and the S8. We'll be doing some more content for that. Otherwise, we'll have more announcements on future games over the next few months.
Can you tell me a little bit more about any updates to any of your existing VR titles?
Sure. So Esper 2 was a launch title on Gear VR and Rift. We've been really happy with the response to that game. We're doing an update for it for Rift, which will integrate touch controls, and it really improves the experience tenfold. So we already felt like it was a pretty good game, but now it feels like a much better game.
Like an awesome game.
Yes, like an awesome
game. The best game.
The best. Just the best.
When is the update coming, and is it free?
Sure. It's coming in the next couple of months, depending on our schedules and Oculus's schedules, and yes, it will be free.
Do you have any tips for any other game devs out there who have done gaming but are interested in VR? Like one piece of advice.
I think as long as you are designing for your platform and putting the passion in that you would into any game development project, you have a good chance of coming out with something good. You have to think outside the box though. You've just got, experimentation, prototyping. There's very little rule book for VR. There's obviously some guidelines, but you can, that's the beauty of the platform. You can come up with something entirely new that people will never have experienced before with each project.
Amazing, great. So where can we find out more information about your game and what you guys are doing?
Sure. Our website is coatsink.com. We do regular news updates and blogs and stuff on there. You can keep in touch on our Twitter as well, which is just @Coatsink. We have a Facebook page and all the rest.
Amazing, great, thank you so much.
No worries.
Head over to vrfocus.com if you want to find out any more about VR, and I will see you there.